You want to say something in English, then translate word by word. This translation process can slow down your speaking and makes you sound not so native-like. But here's the thing, even after 10 years of learning English, even as an interpreter, I still do this sometimes. And you know what? It's completely normal. We are language learners, not native speakers. We didn't grow up with English breakfast conversations, bedtime stories. So if you're beating yourself up about this, just stop, because everybody goes through this stage. But if you want to level up, if you want to really think in English and stop translating in your mind, I have some strategies that actually work. They won't make you sound like a native speaker overnight, but they will definitely get you thinking in English for basic conversations and basic expressions. Before talking about strategy, let's talk about language intuition. You know when you ask someone why they chose option A for this grammar question, and they're like, it just sounds right. Yeah, I just feel like it's the right answer. Just think about it. How does ChatGPT generate text as an answer? It's not translating, right? It's predicting the next most likely word based on massive amounts of training data. And that's exactly the mindset we want to develop. So the first strategy is massive database, massive input. It sounds cliche, but yes, you need tons of input, including reading, listening, everything. But here's the key, it can't be passive. You need to actively connect new information with what you already know. For example, yesterday I heard someone say people need to be responsible for their choices and decisions. Today I read individuals should take responsibility when making choices and decisions. Notice something? Choices and decisions keep appearing together. That's called collocation. And your brain starts recognizing these patterns automatically. And then when you speak, these combinations will naturally roll off your tongue. So my top tip is always learn by topics. Spend half a week on technology, another on traveling, another on relationships. You'll start noticing the same expressions and structures repeating, and that's how you build your internal language database, just like how AI is trained. The next strategy is don't be perfect. I'm serious. Sometimes you want to say something like 我们, and you're trying to find the exact English equivalent for every single word. That's normal for a perfectionist, right? Sometimes you can't remember the English equivalent for the word, I say, 宇航员. You can say the person who go to space for their country. If you forget how to say simplify this process, try saying make this easier. Even if the answer is not perfect at all, but that's totally fine. By doing so, when you look up that word later, you'll remember it much more deeply because your brain connects it to the English concept you just created by yourself, not just a Chinese translation. So every time when I need to say people who go to space for their country, I won't think about 宇航员, I think about astronaut. So they are the match. Another practice is that for every idea you want to express, find 3 different ways to say it in English. You could express it as mind your own business, or you can say don't get involved in things that aren't your concern, or stay out of other people's affairs. See? 3 different ways. So next time when you want to say something you won't struggle with single words, you have hundreds of thousands ways to say that, right? Next one, understanding culture. Here's what I think the most crucial point, understanding culture. Because language doesn't exist in a vacuum. Language carries the culture, the thinking patterns, the entire worldview of a people. Have you ever noticed that when you speak different language or practice different language, you almost become different people? That's because we literally are different people when speaking different languages. So if you try to copy-paste your Chinese thinking patterns into English, it's going to feel forced and unnatural. The solution is that you need to immerse yourself in the culture. Movies, TV shows, stand-up comedy, books, anything that gives you insight into how English speakers actually think and express themselves. Language feeling or intuition is just habit built through massive practice, right? So it's all about experiences or repetition. Just try all of these methods and let me know in the comments how they work for you. I'm Lindsay, and see you next time.